Yes, you are being very rude, and I can see it in your face. You are guilty.
He turned around like,
he's like, is that me? He's like, oh, am I disrupting? I'm so sorry. Rude. You are rude. This lady's not rude. You are rude.
You're the asshole.
You're the asshole. Yeah, you. All right. Hey, guys.
Hello.
I'm your host, Priya.
And I'm your co-host, Kelly.
And today's episode will be all about Am I the Asshole? Dun, dun, dun.
I am an asshole sometimes.
Aren't
we all?
A little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit.
I feel like we have to be.
So, Rock, are you an asshole? You are always an asshole.
Can't see him, but he's saying yes with his eyes.
All right. So, ready?
I'm ready.
Let's
I love
get
Am I the Asshole?
Me too. It's my favorite part of Reddit.
This one, just reading the title, what the fuck? Oh my gosh.
All right, let's get into it. It's story number 1. Am I the asshole for not checking up on my friend after her miscarriage? Hear me out.
We're listening.
All right. Okay, little bit of context. Long story short, my friend is going through a tough time with her miscarriage. She's called me last week, told me the news, and my heart really went out to her. Now, last time she had her miscarriage, she felt I was too much, and she asked me to give her some time and space to deal with it with her husband. Of course, I respected her decision. At the time of the phone call last week, I specifically asked how I can be best of help to her this time. To which she said the same thing, give her and her husband space and grace to deal with this hard time. It's been weighing heavily on my mind and battling with myself whether or not to text her. And on top of all of this, unfortunately, I had some personal problems that I had to deal with, and so I wasn't on the phone much at all these past few days. Well, I got a text today from her saying, it's really sad how I told you what happened to us and you don't even text me to check up on me. I feel defeated, almost like I'm damned if I do, damned if I don't. I would love anybody's opinion.
That's heavy. That's rough.
What the fuck?
I can see it from both perspectives, though. Like, it's
Yeah.
just very bad timing, but at the same time, like, she had a miscarriage, she's heightened in emotion, so it's easy for her to feel like I'm not being cared for.
Right.
That's intense.
So, I'm a little confused. Someone said, hold up, let's circle back here. So your friend said they want space. You give them space. Then they complain about it. Not the asshole. Don't worry about it, in my opinion.
Yeah, I'd have to agree. I don't think they're the asshole. I think the one who had the miscarriage just didn't, I don't know, maybe she had like a different expectation than what this chick had. Of
maybe
what
she had a
meant.
time frame that she was... But, like, how would the other person know? How would
only
OP
have
know?
These many days
Like,
to validate me as a friend. That's crazy.
But she didn't even tell her, like, oh, give me a week. And then, like...
That's fair. She didn't give her anything
She didn't give her a
tangible.
time frame. Like, she just was like,
That is a sensitive topic. Like,
I think it's funny how.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
No. Overall, was not the asshole. And OP's been commenting to everyone. It's really reassuring. And someone said... Not the asshole. She sounds like a real headache of a friend. I tell her, you outright told me to give you time and space. If you wanted to talk, I'm here and never turned you away. However, it really isn't helpful or productive to come to me pointing fingers, especially when I did literally what you asked. OP, wait, where'd she go? OP's like, this is really helpful. Thank you.
Like, I kind of have to think of it from the perspective of like, there's a time and place to have those types of conversations. So, like, I agree with the person. They should absolutely say that to the OP should say that to the friend at some point. But now's not the time.
Now's not the time.
Grieving about the miscarriage.
Yeah,
like,
her feelings are probably going all of wax, and maybe other people are reaching out, and then her friend to her friend who's supposed to be her close friend isn't, and like... But she also has to remember what she said.
Give her the love from far away. Like, you know, create that distance for yourself. And then when things have settled, come back and say, like, let's address the situation and how it unfolded.
Yeah.
That's intense.
I feel like
I don't think she's an asshole, though.
No, definitely not an asshole.
I get the hear me out part in that.
Also, that friend's probably going through, like, so much mentally and...
They said it was her second one, yeah? I mean, like, I can't imagine one. And, like, you never know how far along they are.
Yeah, that's true.
Either.
Yeah, she did have one before. It's her second one.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty intense. And I get wanting space, but, like,
But, like, she did the same thing before, and, like, now all of a sudden the friend's like yeah,
I think
so
if
I don't
anything,
know.
miscarriage
She's
lady's
literally
the
just listening to
asshole.
her. I don't know.
There's conversations there to be had. I think it depends
Yeah,
on, like,
communication.
how long they've been friends, right? Or, like, is
Mhm.
this outside of the miscarriage situation, like, how does this happen habitually to where you know it's like, "All right, I'm not being respected."
Right.
That's too much.
Ooh, no. Yeah, overall, it was not
Not
the
the asshole.
asshole.
Definitely not the asshole.
Her response is completely unreasonable.
Mhm.
That's true. Yeah, this is a
1000%.
hard been there. You're just literally hollowed out. You don't you don't know what you need or want one minute, the next. It sucks, but I understand that this
Yeah,
feels like you were kind of put in those in a lose-lose situation.
I agree.
Yeah.
How long ago was this?
This was a couple days ago. This was 19 days
Dang.
ago. So last
Ooh.
month
I hope
or
they figure
beginning
it
of this
out,
month.
but definitely not the asshole. That's
No,
just
definitely
there's
not.
so many layers to that in
And if
this
she
entire
does treat
situation.
you like this on a normal basis,
This should be the
that's
straw. This should be the
yeah.
straw.
Yeah,
Oh my
a big
gosh.
straw because what the fuck?
I couldn't.
No. Yeah.
I hope they work through it.
I hope so
Honestly,
too.
like,
I hope they work through it.
I hope they get to have a conversation and air it
Yeah,
out
work it
and
out. Maybe she's just maybe on high emotionally that day. I don't know.
her
Well,
body's probably like out of sorts.
something. Oh,
Agreed though, not
hope
the
all is
asshole.
well. All right, moving along. Right, story number 2. Am I the asshole from breaking up and taking the money for myself?
Oh, these are good titles.
Advice needed.
All right, let's do it.
All right. Am I the asshole for not sharing my inheritance with my step siblings and breaking up with my girlfriend over a vacation with male friends? After inheriting a significant amount of money from my late mother and grandparents, tensions arose within my family. My step siblings, who had never fully accepted me, demanded a share of the inheritance to help with college expenses. Despite their pleas, I refused, believing the money was rightfully mine and not theirs to claim. Meanwhile, my relationship with my girlfriend hit a breaking point when she planned a vacation with male friends, one of whom she had a romantic history with. Ooh.
Hmm.
I expressed my discomfort, but she assured me it would be harmless. However, I couldn't shake off the feeling of betrayal and decided to end the relationship when she returned from the trip. In both situations, I faced accusations of selfishness and insensitivity. My step siblings argued that I should share the inheritance to support our family, while my ex girlfriend claimed I should have explicitly warned her of the consequences of going on the vacation. Despite the backlash, I stood by my decisions and believed I had the right to assert my boundaries and protect my own interests. Now I'm left questioning if I handled both situations appropriately or if I was indeed the asshole in both situations.
I have I have two questions. One, she went on this vacation by herself with this friend that is an ex without the
Not
current
sure if there was
boyfriend.
other females there, but like there was
It was just her and multiple males,
based on how he put it, yes. And he expressed that he was uncomfortable with that and she
and
still
she went
went.
anyway by
Now,
herself.
like
You're a whore.
I know
That's
how are you
blunt,
comfortable
but
doing that? I could not do that,
I just
especially if my boyfriend told me that he's not comfortable with that.
I couldn't like.
No. What are you doing on that trip?
And if I've had a romantic relationship,
With
yeah, like
one
what
of
are
them?
you
Yeah,
doing
what are
on
you
that
doing?
trip? And
No.
then also for like the step siblings, I feel like a very key piece to this is how long have they been step siblings? Like since you were a kid, or were they already grown and then came in the family, or like were they half grown? You know, like
The thing is, he inherited that money and the others didn't. So like I'm assuming that he's involved in the mom and the was it
like he was
grandparents'
named in the
life.
will.
Yeah, that's what it
Mm,
sounds like. Because clearly the other ones didn't get anything.
mm.
Because their siblings was demanding a share of the inheritance to help with college expenses.
Ah,
So they didn't get
gosh,
anything, it seems.
I feel like it depends, right? Because there's layers again to it, and there's a lot of history there. So like. But at the same time, I'm petty enough so I could also see myself being like, "Fuck y'all. I'm taking it. Bye. Have a good day."
The top comment was not the asshole. Step siblings are not owed anything by your mother. Inheritance was about her wishes, not theirs, and not yours
Mm.
either. Now that you have the money, it is yours with to what? to with as you please. I think it meant to do with as you please.
Yes, do it.
Whether it is giving them a nickel or having a vacation in Cabo. As for a significant other, you don't go on vacations with former romantic partners when you are in a committed
Facts.
relationship, unless that is the end of the relationship, which is what she did. Move on from the selfish family and from people who don't have your best interests at heart. You did well. And Opie commented saying, based, true. Thanks, bro. What?
Yeah, I mean,
I mean,
that's
yeah.
accurate. He should feel no shame. You are not the asshole, sir,
Yeah.
ma'am.
Oh,
No,
this
sir.
person said first, no inheritance was left for step siblings purposely. They have no claim to part of it. Essentially,
Mm.
they're demanding you to give them money. What the fuck? Second, girlfriend left on a trip with some guys. One of them she had history with, and did it even though you expressed your discomfort about it. Essentially, she disregarded you and your feelings. No, you did nothing wrong either of these cases. Siblings acted entitled, and your ex clearly signaled that your feelings didn't matter to her at all. Not the asshole.
I know that there's two sides to every story. And I know
Yeah.
that we can't hear the girlfriend.
But like she said that she
Give your spot up.
what did she say?
Like, if your significant other's that uncomfortable, obviously, because, like,
Yeah.
males, you have a relationship where you had a previous relationship with one of them.
Yeah.
And you can't refund it because let's be honest, those trips be expensive.
Yeah.
Just say, like,
But the
when you
fact
find
that she
somebody.
said to him, my ex-girlfriend claimed I should have explicitly warned her of the consequences of going to the relationship. She didn't think that he would break up with her for this. Are you stupid?
What the fuck do you expect? Hey, you fucked this person before, but please, by all means, go on a vacation with them.
Wow.
Was he even invited? I'm so confused.
I don't doubt it. Like she clearly was doing something.
I agree
She
with.
wants her cake and eat it too.
I'm good.
Type of thing.
Not the asshole. Not the asshole. Leave those people. Have a great
No.
day. And how long ago was this one?
This one's about a month ago. 25 days ago.
Some of these situations.
Definitely not the asshole.
No, you are not.
My gosh. There are some weird people on here.
I can't even imagine being put in like.
They all
such a
sound
slap
so
in the face.
selfish and he's just there. Like they're taking
What did I
advantage of
do?
him. Like, it's all your fault. Poor guy didn't even do anything.
Yeah. I do hope he took a vacation and
I hope he lives his best life and these people
facts.
fall off a cliff.
And if they can't find a cliff, we'll make the cliff come to them.
Jump in a, I don't know. Let me stop.
This was a good one though.
I like this one, yeah.
That's why Am I the Asshole almost never.
Because in the end, he's thriving.
That is true. He is.
And honestly, good timing with the girlfriend too, because you got rid of that dead weight.
And you got the money.
You got the money and you got rid of the dead weight.
Enjoy, shorty.
All right. Moving along.
Love how organized you are. Thank you.
All right. Story number 3. Am I the asshole for calling my sister rude for canceling dinner plans 10 minutes before we're supposed to go?
No. If you don't call your sibling rude, like, do you even have a sibling? I'd be like, yo, you're an asshole.
That's polite.
Oh my gosh.
All right, advice needed. Sister and her family lives 1 hour away from me. They rang at 11 a.m. to see if I'm available to hang out today. I said we are free after my son's basketball game and offered suggestion for dinner.
Okay.
She agreed and went back and forth on where we could meet. Told my son and he's excited to see his cousins. After my son's game, I rang to see where they at and offered dinner options. Going back and forth, and then at the last minute decided that she's too tired to meet up. That's not even a. I was upset and called her rude for canceling last minute. My son was already excited, and this has happened about 3 times before. She's now mad that I called her rude. Am I the asshole?
Okay.
That's a pattern. Okay.
I mean, like, just picturing it from, like, the dynamic I have with my sister, I'm just gonna be like, I wouldn't even call you rude. I'd be like, yo, that's a hoe move. Like, I get having kids, like, you're tired, you live an hour away, like, so that's 2 hours driving, right? One way, back and forth, but, like, don't be a fucking bitch. Just say,
honestly, I don't have kids, but I'd be tired sometimes too. But, like, if I made a committed plan and I'm like, shit, I can't, damn it. Like, I'd rather sleep, but, like, I made plans, whatever.
I'm fine either way. If you come, you come. If you don't, you don't. But, like,
but it's a repeated pattern with her, so I don't. That must get annoying.
That's fair.
That's so annoying.
It's like me and my sister are so unserious sometimes.
Imagine, like, she has to, like, round up her kid to, like, go, and then now,
That
like,
is
all of a
true.
sudden, it's like, No, it's not happening anymore.
And she told her at 11, so that probably means she then planned the rest of her day
Right.
around the fact that she
Oh,
was
yeah,
gonna meet her
100%.
later.
Honestly, that's still last minute to me, like the day of.
It is. If you're coming to me the day of, it has to be good.
Yeah.
It has to be worth
Like,
hopefully they make it out. I mean, even if it's the 3rd
everyone's
time, like
saying not the asshole.
yeah.
Someone said not the asshole, but possibly jumped the gun. Did you ask any questions? Maybe she's having a rough time right now than you think. Again, not the asshole is rude what she did, but this is your sister with whom I assume you want to have a long-term relationship with.
Agreed.
So think long-term. Ask her why this is the 4th time this has happened. Get new information. Maybe she's just an asshole, or maybe there's more to it. But yeah, she was rude, and you're not the asshole.
I agree. I mean, like, I feel like when you have like the more kids you have, it's better to plan further out.
Yeah.
Because like I mean, shit's chaotic when you have kids, and
Yeah.
especially like if one gets sick,
I
then
don't
the
have
whole
a kid, but I
household
have a
gets sick.
gremlin right here. Just
Well, it's a cute gremlin.
come on, move, move. Come on, go away.
Go away.
Go.
Wrong way, Ciroc.
Come on, go away. Go over there. Go. Move. 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 Go over there. Thank you.
There you go.
There is actually somebody who says you're the asshole because you're putting so much effort into someone who doesn't give a shit about you. I would suggest you going no contact or low contact. When other family members ask, just say, well, she doesn't invite me to family dinners, and when we make plans, she cancels them last minute, so I don't see a reason to play pretend and get my child's hopes up. Also, start having your own family dinner once a month and invite everyone but her.
No.
I think that's stretching it.
That's just spiteful.
I don't think it's that serious.
I don't think it's that serious.
I don't think.
I mean, you both have kids. Like shit happens when you have kids. Like I said, she lives an hour away, so like to have to commit and then drive again, it doesn't excuse
like
the last minute
thing too.
but
Like, why do it so last minute if it's like such a far? They're not like 20 minutes
that is
apart. Like, why
fair.
are you, like don't commit if it's like that
Same day if
far?
it's that far for you. And also like your kid's old enough, I think, to understand if he's like in basketball games. Like he has to be like what 10 up
Or shit, let OP go and pick up her kids and like they all go and then leave the mom, her sister.
That's another option.
Yeah.
Like cousins can still hang. I'm an aunt.
Yeah.
I'll take care of them. We'll go get ice cream or some shit.
Yeah.
Definitely that person is crazy. That person's crazy. You're not that.
Maybe it's the back and forth about where to go. Did you disagree with all her suggestions? If all my suggestions were shot down, I'd cancel too. OP says, actually, it's the opposite. I recommended 3 different places. First, Indian, and I recommend going and taking to the park to eat. She said no because it might rain. Then I suggested ramen, which she said she doesn't feel like it. And then I suggested Vietnamese, and then she said it's okay. But 2 seconds later, she actually said she's tired.
I feel like, and I'm just speaking from my experience with my sister, if it's the 4th time that this is happening, I might as well just pack my kid up and go there anyway.
Yeah.
And be like, yo, like, are you good? Let me like order food. I'll bring it if you're that whatever.
Yeah, like instead of going out, like let them come to you with the food and like at least the kids get to hang out together and then
because I feel like that's a valid point. Like if it's the 4th time, maybe something is wrong. Or maybe this is her way of like, I need help. I need
maybe
attention.
she also gets exhausted because I know I get like socially drained.
Facts.
Easily.
Facts. I get drained from work.
Oh, me too. Fuck that place.
I don't blame her. Definitely not the asshole though. But
no,
I feel
definitely
like
not the
there's
asshole.
more
But definitely needs
uncovered.
communication and maybe a check-in on your sister a little bit to see because there's something more.
Set that boundary, like, yo, like I'm fine if we make plans and cancel, but here's my expectation of like if you want to cancel, how I need to receive that.
Or like at least like make a plan thing from like once a month or something.
Yeah, like a recurring thing. Agreed.
So at least you know to set aside that time unless an actual emergency happens, and then you can work on it from there. But yeah,
they'll be all right.
Yeah,
all right.
not the asshole.
Not the
But communicate a little bit. Check on her.
I like this. So we're 3 for 3. Nobody's the asshole yet.
Nobody's the asshole yet.
Maybe the 4th one will be our asshole.
Let's see.
If it's a baby trapper, definitely the asshole.
Somebody's always the asshole. Let's see. All right. Final story. Story number 4. This is a whole essay. There's no spaces.
I'm ready.
All right. And this one's titled, Did I Fuck Up That Bad? Maybe. Am I the asshole?
Maybe.
Okay. Ready to read this long stuff. I, 24 male, was just recently dumped by my girlfriend, 23 female.
Sad.
We had an amazing Valentine's Day. She wrote me a card saying thank you for being my Valentine's the past 3 years and that she is excited to be my Valentine the rest of our lives.
Hmm.
Not even a week later, I get a text saying she's fallen out of love with me and
Oh.
that she no longer wants to continue the relationship. Let me explain what happened. Dun, dun, dun. On Valentine's Day, I was at her house and her parents invited me out to dinner the next day. I said I would like to go. The dinner was canceled and moved to Saturday, my birthday. Then said if I didn't want to go or if I had plans with my girlfriend, I didn't have to go, but I said I would like to. And I really did want to go. I was excited about dinner. It was a new place and I was bragging to my coworkers about it. Anyways, Friday I find out I'll have to come in on Saturday. I don't cancel the dinner plans or ask to reschedule, but I should have. Anyways, here comes the end of my shift on Saturday and I'm exhausted. I asked my girlfriend if it's okay if I can just go home and relax and see her later at night after dinner. I was kind of under the impression that the dinner wasn't specifically to celebrate my birthday, but more of a dinner that coincidentally fell on my birthday and they invited me too. I really didn't think that they would be that offended. So my girlfriend said it's fine and that she doesn't want to make me do anything I don't want to do on my birthday. Whew. So they go out, and after they got home, I get a message from my girlfriend saying how everyone is upset and I was very disrespectful for flaking, and that if I was more thoughtful in the first place, that I would have never mentioned that I was tired.
Excuse me?
What?
Excuse me.
And that night being my birthday, I guess I was feeling super entitled, but I didn't apologize. I fought her about it and then I was so upset I ended up just straight up blocking her for 2 days.
Yikes.
When I text her admitting it was disrespectful, not even a good apology. I didn't even say sorry. I just said I realized I was disrespectful. She says she no longer wants to continue this 3-year relationship. I brought her flowers and told her I made a reservation to a restaurant this weekend and am inviting her whole family out to eat on me to show how truly sorry I am. She isn't speaking to me right now, and I just said if you change your mind before the Sunday reservation to please let me know. I want to hear people's thoughts on the situation. Did I fuck up that bad? Is there maybe another reason she doesn't want to be together? How do you go from wanting to spend the rest of your life with someone to wanting to never see them again next week? Edit. Thank you all for the replies. I clearly fucked up. Is there anything I could possibly do to fix this? The reservation is in 2 days and she still hasn't spoken to me since 2 days ago. Should I also send an apology message to her parents maybe? Maybe they'll have a conversation. I really want to. Worried if I'm worried it could make this worse between me and her and me and my now, I guess, ex. Edit number 2, I guess. Whew. So some people keep mentioning my girlfriend did know I would have to work on Saturday. I told her Friday. I was just hoping I would have enough in the tank to make it to dinner. Also, I apologized to the parents. I got them roses and wrote a card with 2 paragraphs, one in English and one in their native language, sincerely apologizing. I also wrote a letter to my ex saying how sorry I was for blocking her, and I realized how terrible it would feel if she did that to me, and that that I've truly matured from this period. Now I'm just going to leave the whole family alone and hope she reaches out.
No.
So there's culture involved in this too. So that I can see why they took that as offensive.
But at the same time,
But
I
like
think
she knew.
it was a general misunderstanding, and if the birthday was intended to be to celebrate his party, why not say that?
Right.
Is it supposed to be a surprise party? Because like
I don't think
maybe
so, but like
then,
maybe kind of turned into like something to celebrate him as
but
well.
he also didn't ask for that.
He didn't. But like she could have also like at least told him she said that once he told her
That
that
I work.
yeah, or like he was tired, he was gonna go home and relax. So she gonna be like, oh no, but like it's good. Excuse you, that it's for you. Like
Yeah.
at least tell him at
Give
that
him
point.
something, yeah, so he knows. Yikes.
Yeah, no. Someone said it was the blocking. I couldn't build a future with someone who blocked me.
Blocking aside, if she easily dropped him like that, I feel like that's an indicator in of its own that she was ready to end the relationship.
Yeah, like after 3 years and you're so quick to just leave him like that, that they're
Like a week and this happens, and did your family like beat you for this kid not coming to this party?
what the fuck? Even if that scenario did happen to me, like we wouldn't break up over. We'd have a very serious conversation about it for
Agreed.
sure. And like like, he was even trying to, like, mend it with the dinner and stuff, but also, like, he did block her. That would've really pissed me off.
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, you are kind of a butthole for that because if I'm in the middle of arguing or not even arguing, but trying to communicate with you how I felt about this, and you're just like,
Yeah, everyone's
"Block."
coming for him for the blocking thing because that was, like, that's why they're saying he's the asshole because of the blocking, but otherwise, like, he's not.
I think the theme for this "Am I the Asshole" segment is communication, folks.
Yeah,
Like, just
communication.
communicate. I know it's uncomfortable and it's hard sometimes, but
Even on his girlfriend's part, like, instead of jumping to, like, breaking up, like, that don't like, why are you gonna unless you
stressing.
really wanted to get out of there
Yeah,
already,
you saw the
and you saw
opportunity.
exactly, but, like, if you really wanted to spend your rest of your life with him, like you said in the card, like, communication, talk
Communicate, talk it
about it,
out,
or
yeah.
even if you're mad at him for a couple days or whatever, but, like,
They're both kind of the buttholes in this one.
yeah, both are the assholes.
We got an asshole.
We
We
got
got
an
an asshole.
asshole. They're both the asshole. You guys coulda handled that a lot better on both sides.
I'm not gonna lie though, could you imagine if like you're having an argument with your
And they
partner
block you?
and then your messages stop going through and you're like, what the fuck? And then you call them and they're like,
That's the point where I mean, I can s from that, I'm not gonna lie, that like, to deal with somebody, like, every time we have an argument, you're gonna have to block me? No.
I mean, I would be mad. I don't
Mind you,
know that
this
I
was his
would.
first time doing that, but still, like,
That's a drastic step to
why?
take.
Okay,
Just
like,
tell me
if
you
you
need
didn't wanna get the
space.
messages and you were getting overwhelmed, for example, because I know I sometimes get
Getting
overwhelmed,
overwhelmed.
mute her. Do not disturb, like,
Oh my
you don't have to
gosh.
block her.
The block is drastic. Or just tell them you need
That
that
would
that
truly piss me
time.
off. That would piss me off because, like,
I'm a
how old are they again?
I'm emotionally sensitive.
He didn't oh, he's 24 and she's
I
23.
would cry.
Been
If
together
you're
for 3 years.
24 and you're still lacking, well, I can't talk shit because I'm 27 and my communication is not 100% perfect.
Neither is
But
mine, but, like, blocking?
yeah, blocking is that's a drastic step to
Like,
take.
put your phone on do not disturb if you don't wanna get the messages.
Or again, just communicate. I'm overstimulated, overwhelmed by this conversation. I need a
I need a
few to
minute,
myself. I'll
yeah.
text you tomorrow morning, like no love lost.
But I'm not gonna be well, I've been working on that in therapy, so, like
I'm just saying.
like, communicating, but, like, in the moment, sometimes
In the moment,
you
it's
just
hard.
wanna be
Yeah.
to yourself and quiet. Some people are different. Some people wanna hash it out right away,
There's
but,
nothing wrong
like,
with that.
blocking hurts. I can't get over that. I can't. That one's bad.
But it's like, I've never blocked somebody
Some
except for, like, spam callers, so how do you know you're blocked? Your messages just stop
well,
sending, yeah?
if you're
Or do they still deliver?
so if it's iPhone to iPhone, the bubble once you're sending to that person, the bubble goes from blue to green.
I could never.
I can see it got cut off again.
Again,
But anyway.
they don't want us to be great. But like I was saying, I couldn't imagine texting somebody routinely and then it just turns green.
You're gonna whoever comes across this video, you're gonna start a war in the comment
The
section.
trauma alone of the bubble turning green. Like I said, I would have to default to you being like, "Oh, they just lost service," or they didn't pay their phone bill, or they didn't do
Or
something.
maybe they switched to an Android. That happened to
That's
my
another
friend.
one.
She went from an Android to an iPhone. Felt so good texting her because otherwise we commute. Felt so good texting.
Oh my gosh.
and like and like otherwise we communicate on like Instagram and
Yeah,
stuff, right?
on the
And
Snapchatter.
like yeah, and like when she got an iPhone, we would text.
Yeah,
But then when she
I
switched
couldn't.
back.
Eek. My partner's messages are green, and like I make fun of him sometimes because like when I first got the iPhone, people were like, "Oh, blue bubble," and I didn't get what the blue bubble meant, and then obviously it clicked, and I was like,
Yeah.
"Oh, because I have the blue
They
bubble."
do something with the blue bubbles that's just some sensory
They make it
subconscious.
addictive.
Like they just it's just a smoother whoop, whoop, whoosh, whoop.
Apple knows what they're doing. I
They
guess
know
that's why
what
they're
they're
so
doing to you
successful.
subconsciously.
Exactly. I am very happy that we did get an asshole finally.
I know.
I
Someone even says he had no regrets for her feelings during the time that she was blocked. Can you imagine what was going through her mind? She probably went back to her family. They asked what happened. She says, I don't know. He blocked me. Ooh, that's true.
I think that's another thing people underestimate. Like, if you're venting to your family,
About your partner,
your
especially.
family's taking that
They're gonna hold
interpretation
it. You
and
can
they're
move on, but they
holding
will
it.
hold it.
Exactly. That's why they say don't tell your mom
Yeah.
until it's serious,
Yeah.
right? Or some shit like
Some
that.
shit like that.
So, like, even if you made up with her, that family now that has that impression of you,
Yep.
like, yo, this kid literally just defaulted to blocking, like, I don't
Especially if
want
you
that
tell them
person with my
about every
daughter.
fight that they don't even need to.
Don't do that.
Yeah.
That's gross.
Mm.
Don't tell them about every
No,
fight. That's
they don't need
weird.
to know that.
They don't need
No,
to
they
know
don't need to
that.
know
I
that.
couldn't imagine having my parent that involved in my relationship.
Dear God.
Yikes.
Someone said, I think blocking someone is so incredibly juvenile. It could make me
Agreed.
lose feelings personally. I don't fuck with that silent treatment.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Silent treatment. If you need to know my Achilles tendon, it's the fucking silent. Don't be silent.
No.
I will die. I will
No.
die. I need to
Because my
know.
mind is gonna race to all sorts of
Exactly. You're
conclusions, and
stuck
then like
wondering.
I do that. Like if I'm upset, and like sometimes we have miscommunications where like I think he's mad and he thinks I'm mad,
And you're not really,
and
right?
neither of us are mad.
Exactly.
And then we both come to apologize, and they were like, "Wait, what? I thought
Nothing
you were
was ever
mad."
wrong.
He's like, "I thought you needed space," and I'm like, "No, I thought you were mad, so I was giving you space." Like,
I think sometimes, like, when I do get angry, I still revert to being quiet.
me too.
But I think it's also like I don't want to say something that I know I'm not gonna mean.
Like if I'm upset or I'm mad about something, I like to sit on it for a little bit to make sure I'm actually feeling those feelings. Or
One
like,
thing I try to abide by is type twice, send once.
ooh, that's a good one.
That way, the first one you
That's
get
a
all your
quote.
shit
That's a quote we
out.
would print on a shirt.
Type twice, send once, ladies and gentlemen.
I would make a shirt on that.
The only other time I think I'm like super quiet or silent on purpose is when I wake up. When I wake up, don't talk to me. I don't care
You know what's
who you
funny?
are.
Like me and my boyfriend are the same, but like there was a guy at his job that was like, in the morning I want to hear her voice,
Ew.
and like and this and
Mm-mm.
that like I
No,
want
thank
like
you.
good morning beautiful, this and
No,
some
thank you.
people do like that. Okay, to each their own.
No.
I don't want that shit.
Don't talk to me.
I don't.
Don't talk to me. I need at least
We
24
live
business
together and
hours.
we do talk, but like we're like you know
No, like my partner, he's a very early riser. Like I always tell him his mom broke him because he gets up at like 5 a.m., 4 a.m. sometimes.
even
and,
when he
like,
doesn't need to.
even when he doesn't need to.
Oh, he's balding.
Which is why I'm like, yo, your mom broke you, but he'll always be like, good morning, and like and I'm just like,
Give me 2 hours.
I don't even say that. I'll just be like, I don't want to talk to you. I'll
Like,
pet the dog
go away.
sometimes, and he'll be like, "Oh, so the dog
Come back
gets
after
the
I've had my
attention."
coffee.
Oh, yeah, don't talk to me. I'm not a
Oh, that
morning
was the
person.
last story.
That was it.
That was the last story. That was
Dang.
it.
Well, we got our one asshole,
Yes, we did.
so I'm happy.
All right. See you guys on the next one.
Goodbye.
Bye.
That was a good one. I like that one.
I did too.
That was-